I can ride with Kristin too.
Okay.
Kristin's clone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ride with Kristin's clone.
Wow,
She slaps you across the face and goes, all right, all right, all right.
She is still Kristin. She's just straight Pontiac
Thought she was
Kristin.
British.
Also,
That was British, sure. What soul this then? She jumps off to be on Fabian's griffin. What soul this then? She swings up and she rides with Fabian.
She's her own person. She's her own person.
She's always wearing, like, she always copies what Kristin is wearing that day, but makes it, like, a little bit tighter, like, a little bit more
Other
femme.
Kristin, you're supposed to be making it so that nobody can tell which one.
We're dressed the same.
You're literally not.
We're literally dressed the same.
Twins are so weird.
You have walked in these halls before. You know this place. You feel it. You hear people. You look in the corner and see almost a flash or a vision. They have like white robes, and you see that they have emblems of the sun around them as they kneel down. And you see an armored individual that you can't even see what it is. It's so heavily armored, raise up a spiky axe with a fiery emblem in it and behead one and behead the other. And all of you see that, and you see that there is an ancient blood rivulet that just leaves and goes out to the steps outside. That's just in the antechamber. This was a place dedicated, you realize, to moving Ankarna from the celestial heights to the infernal realms by a people that needed her to be able to do that for them. This temple, in the glory of, for the eternal honor of the House of Sunstone. Sunstone, clan of monarchs, royal clan of the giant kin.
By doing bad things in her name, they were able to change her meaning.
There is a relationship between gods and mortals that has push and pull on either side.
So they were killing and sacrificing the believers that had the old vision of her and therefore like way outnumbering them.
Can I cast Legend Lore?
Oh, baby, can you cast Legend Lore? For everyone watching at home who DMs, if a wizard has Legend Lore, assume they're going to use it and plan effectively. You get on your investigation as you're looking at the ROG stuff.
Okay. Nat 20.
Fuck yes.
Yes!
can't be stopped.
Honor the cock.
Today,
There's no cock on this one. We don't have to honor the cock. There was no cock on it.
the clans of Thunderfist, of Hornspear, of Moonpeak, and Frostblade all fell to the wrath of the imperial clan of Sunstone. The leaders of the Church of Soul became aware that their domain was split, and thus an idea was born. You see, it shows like human clerics of soul speaking to these like giant mountainous warriors who begin to speak back and forth like armored up, and you see they are going back and forth. It says, ambitious always and wishing for power above all things, the warriors of Clan Sunstone rose, claiming Ankarna not as belonging to all of the peoples of Spire, but belonging to none so much as them, interpreting her as not a goddess, but their goddess. What did Kalina know about Rog? Why would she say Rog Barkrog? It clearly wasn't the point. It was at the edge. It was past the edge of her spy's tongue curse. She had to say it because it was the closest thing to all of the real things that she couldn't say. And you look at your notes from your caper in sophomore year with the Nightmare King. How did Rog actually become able to see Kalina? Rog imparts to you that on the night of the Prompocalypse, he saw this person. So after the fight, I was pretty amped. And afterwards, I was just kind of pumped. And we were in school, and like Jace and Porter came and talked to me. I was like still somewhat injured after the fight with Calvaxis. And Porter did some like barbarian healing stuff with me. Porter did some like barbarian healing stuff with me. And after that, I was like walking home, and I saw this like cat woman, this like tabaxi. The House of Sunstone had to flee into obscurity after they were overthrown, after the breaking of the cliffs of Kolkath.
Cliffbreaker.
Yeah.
The fact that in freshman year, the two teachers who came into the cafeteria very first time were Porter and Chase, side by side. I will take a moment now just to say that I've been sitting on this secret for 5 years of my real life. And I told Emily at the beginning of this season, I said, there's something I think Fig will really, really like about this season. The whole season is proving Fig right.
Wow.
Porter's been.
Weird he was there to begin with.
And your bass is accompanied in its lowest note by the sounding of horns. The masonry crumbles and 40-foot tall walls, you all like leap back as massive stones fall and shatter before you. And you see a final profanity, which is that behind this place is an even more ancient picture of the goddess as she once was.
Keep breaking the wall, keep breaking the wall.
Boom, boom, boom. It comes down, you see ancient giant writing on it, and you see an image of your goddess. And you see the stars of Cassandra intermingling with the stars of Ankarna here in this place, covered up for many long centuries.
Have a teleportation spell and you cast the same spell over and over again, it becomes like a permanent teleportation circle.
I think something tickles your mind there at teleportation circle, Adine. Bakur wanted to bring Ankarna back, and the mortal followers didn't like something about his plan. And you just think about teleportation circles for a second. There's another thread here that leads to one of those other huge questions getting answered. I discovered all too late that those mortals had given up on Ankarna. They want her armor, her weaponry, her domain. But I do not believe they want her. They said something.
Soul? Do they want to kill? Maybe that's why.
They kill her and then Soul has soul domain.
But she need only be remade in a place where a god has been born.
Where was Helio born?
I know this,
Where
but
was Yes born?
Oh, where was he?
In the gym.
Was it in the
In the
gym?
gymnasium, which is where graduation will be.
So
You
to
remember
clarify-
Kipper Lily talking about at the beginning of the
was
year
asking Jawbone about
where Yes was born.
Access.
Yep.
We'll do election at your place.
Okay.
We're doing tattoos there as well.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna head down to
Always
Party
happy
Village
hour with
and get some
Applebee's.
Yeah, great.
cups and
Well,
stuff.
we're gonna have to be on high alert for that party because
Yeah.
I think they're gonna try and rig the election.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I
Fabian,
think
I think you need new fried rice, or maybe
You guys, we have to stop the steal.
what is the name we're picking? What do we think is?
Long
is-
tall Sally.
Nope.
I really want to do. Like, I mean,
Nope. Just so quick.
Hilda,
What about
Hilda.
Baccarat?
Baccarat. Okay, Baccarat.
Baccarat.
Badidas.
No.
Baccarat.
Baccarat.
Baccarat was
Baccarat's great. I
sounds
love
Yeah.
Actually, you crit.
Porter's surface thoughts, Adine. I can't believe it. I can't believe that she's walked into it. He says, what's that you got there in your hand?
So this is I'm trying to fucking because I'm supposed to be a warlock and I'm supposed to make a fucking pact with someone and I was gonna make it with myself, but if I could just make it with someone else and that wouldn't put the responsibility on me to do any sort of introspection. So I found this freaking like carving that I was like, okay, this is it, but I don't know how to fucking speak giant. And it was stupid of me to even think that I could fucking speak giant. You want to practice smiting? Oh my God, you should have seen how mad Gorgug was the other day.
You see,
Just all the things he likes to talk about.
do a little sparring. Bam! And steps on the ground. Stunned, not stunned. 18 doesn't do it. He has some area of effect. You all go flying and are knocked prone. There is no damage associated, but you remember how many of the people died with no defense wounds. Yeah. Listen, we'll get into a wider. You got senior year, plenty of time to learn. And believe me, this school's gonna be in great shape for senior year. Good on you, Miss Faith. And
Misty step into his office.
you find correspondence between Bobby Dawn and Porter, where Bobby Dawn is communicating to Porter, and you just see at the top of a letter that says, "My dear Mr. Cliffbreaker, have you ever heard of a thing called devil's honey? I feel like it might be able to help your plan to some degree. While I don't claim your religion, nor do I care for your divinity, I think you and I share one thing in common. We are happy with the amount of solar deities in the world. I, for one, would welcome a new god of war." You see some medicine in Porter's desk to help with an allergy to feline dandruff, and there's, in parentheses, psychosomatic. You see that...
He's hanging out with Kalina so much.
Oh.
There are some flakes of phyllo dough down on the desk. The one big part of that is confusing to you is the ambrosia. You know it as the food of the gods. It's what the gods eat.
Is it how he got so strong?
Trying to make himself into like a god king.
Yeah.
If he's the king of
he's
this
trying to be the
place,
god of war.
He's trying to be the god of war.
Yeah. So if he kills Ankarna, he becomes the god
Because he's
of
the
war.
right-hand Does the main follower take the god's place?
What you know is the mortal followers of Ankarna became frustrated over time that she refused to deliver a killing blow to like Ruvina and Cassandra.
And Porter would be willing to deliver.
And he wants
Yeah.
to take her armor and weapons and stuff, which is like her divine attributes.
Yeah. He would, yeah.
Yeah, so
But
he's
can-
prepping himself.
And that
Can
guy
any
said, I would
mortals-
welcome a new god of war. And he's basically
Yeah.
like, I'll come,
like-
I'll be a god
Yeah.
of war. I won't touch the
Damn.
sun.
He's bulking.
Guys, can I be honest? I'm getting kind of like annoyed with Kristin too. Like, does she have to come?
It's a lot, and I'm so sorry. But
I love her.
but here's the thing.
She rounds up
Wait, hold on.
with
Are
her.
you Kristin too, doing like?
You
Were you
got
trying to get
me, you
us- were you
fucking
trying to get us
scoundrel!
to
And I
talk
jump
shit?
and I shove your head into my chest. I show you all my ass and I run. What are you waiting for?
I reckon scatter 5 of us in there.
Yeah.
So sorry, Kristin 2, you're out.
I'm Kristin 1. And if you guys keep getting this wrong, I'm literally gonna kill her myself.
You look good today. Your clothes look really tight.
Trying to investigate to be like, okay, is there an alarm spell here? Is there like just? I'm trying to just secure the scene so that when
All
the
of them.
6 of us come in and we're much less stealthy, that
Gotcha.
nobody's tripping alarms or anything.
Gosh, it's quick work. Dispel, wait for one to work. With reliable talent, all these DCs are like 20. There's not even really a point in rolling. You just go, got it.
Yeah, I think
got
as
it.
we're going, I'm just like prestidigitation on like a camera or whatever so these guys see it. I just like put a little light up and keep sneaking and
has some notes on something you don't understand, which is a tool, like a practice series of hand motions for telekinetically writing on the inside of a sphere.
A gem?
Or a skull.
or a voting booth.
Kipper Lily has already drafted an order as president disbanding the Eggfort Adventuring Academy in perpetuity, nullifying its protections and wards. The central one circled by them that the town of Elmville may not be moved to any other plane of existence while the Eggfort Adventuring Academy is in session. Divine domain. The divine domain needs to have like the power of the gods suffused through it. Another reason Bakor failed is that his ritual happened in a desolate place, and for this divine realm to happen, it needs divine followers, and they need to be angry. The last thing that he needs is he needs the name of the goddess, and he needs his name inscribed on a scroll of the ritual as the new name of that domain, and it needs to be written by the champion of the old goddess.
Oh,
Teacher
When you did your
evaluation.
teacher evaluations?
wait.
You wrote Porter's
You're the
name.
champion.
Is that why he's mad that you split it? You made him
You
split
get
it?
an email from Zara saying, I checked. No teacher evaluation was submitted for me. You remember earlier in the year when Porter caught you trying to switch the MCATs for Gorgug.
That's why he wanted you.
To multi-class.
You give your speech at A4. Is there anything Kristin says?
I send my double, and
Kristin
I'm
too.
invisible.
Holy fuck.
Great.
Kristen too gives a speech.
And it's
Can't be too
Also,
careful.
I also-
She is gonna be brilliant.
Incredible. People
read-
applaud outrageously.
Thank you.
Rog shows up and he's like, Hook Ralph, you're looking at a new Bastion City Buccaneers, motherfuckers.
Who the fuck are you?
He goes, okay, insane energy. Yes.
No, Kristen's
Kristen goes to kiss him.
I'm gay.
Oh,
Fuck you.
ow, I'm sorry. I'm straight. Fuck you.
You see, everybody is here. Maximum
worth it.
fucking.
It was all
legend.
worth it. These people have no idea how much fried rice is in my garage right now.
in the garage.
Well, I didn't have time to throw it out. I only have one trash can.
Party's beginning to start.
This is too easy. This is too easy. Everyone's here. We're in a fucking boat, and they have maybe an airship thing.
As they begin to confirm, a couple things happen simultaneously. Party is bumping.
It's not supposed to rain today.
A sending spell arrives. You didn't see the storm coming? Must not be a very good oracle. All throughout the house, you guys see from like behind sofas and behind dressers and behind other places, ping pong balls
that have spells written on the inside.
that have spells written on the inside of them from all the shots O'Sheen missed at the first party at Seacaster Manor. Ping pong balls alight, lit with a rune, and as they alight, you hear a sudden lurching. The winds kick up, and Fabian, you look out at the neighborhood of downtown Elmville and watch as the entire neighborhood moves suddenly down as all of Seacaster Manor is lifted into the sky.
My mom's gonna kill me. Jack's a magician.
How long did it take you to write all this stuff down?
So long.